Healing after a breakup is not a straight road. It is a winding journey with moments of hope, sudden waves of sadness, and times when you feel like you are moving backward. If you have ever felt strong one day and overwhelmed the next, you are not alone. These emotional setbacks are not signs of failure. They are actually proof that you are healing at a deep level. In this chapter, you will discover why setbacks are a natural part of recovery, how to recognize the hidden wisdom in your pain, and 3 unique, actionable ways to turn every emotional relapse into a breakthrough. You will also learn how to use setbacks as opportunities for growth, not as reasons to give up. The truth about setbacks. When a relationship ends, you are not just letting go of a person. You are letting go of shared dreams, daily routines, and even parts of your identity. This loss is stored in your mind, your body, and your heart. Healing happens in layers. Sometimes you feel like you have made progress, only to be triggered by a memory, a place, or a song. This is not regression. It is your system's way of giving you another chance to process and release what is still unresolved. Recent research in neuroscience shows that emotional memories are stored in the body and can be reactivated by sensory triggers. When you experience a setback, your brain is actually trying to integrate and heal old wounds. This is why setbacks often feel so intense. They are opportunities for deep transformation. The spiral of healing. Imagine your healing journey as a spiral staircase. You may circle around the same emotional themes, such as grief, anger, or longing, but each time you revisit them, you are at a higher level of awareness. You see things with new eyes, respond with more wisdom, and gain strength you did not have before. For example, Maya found herself crying every time she passed her favorite coffee shop after her breakup. At first, she thought she was stuck. Over time, she noticed her tears became less about her ex and more about her own unmet needs. She started using these moments as signals to check in with herself and give herself the care she used to seek from others. Her setbacks became her teachers. 3 powerful tools for turning setbacks into progress. The trigger journal. Instead of fearing your triggers, use them as a map. Start a trigger journal. Every time you experience a setback, write down what happened right before you felt the pain. What thoughts or memories surfaced? What did your body feel like? Was there tightness in your chest? A racing heart? Or heaviness? Over time, you will notice patterns. Maybe certain places, times of day, or even foods bring up old emotions. This awareness is powerful. It allows you to anticipate triggers and prepare self-care strategies in advance. To make this practice even more effective, add a section for what helped you cope in that moment. Did a walk outside help? Did talking to a friend make a difference? This way, your journal becomes a personalized guide for future setbacks. You can also use your trigger journal to track your progress. After a few weeks, look back and notice if the intensity of your reactions has changed. Are you recovering more quickly? Are you able to comfort yourself in new ways? These small shifts are signs of real healing. Consider Daniel, who struggled with sudden waves of sadness every evening. By keeping a trigger journal, he realized that his loneliness peaked after dinner, a time he used to spend with his partner. With this insight, he started planning calls with friends or engaging in a creative hobby during that time. The journal helped him break the cycle of pain and replace it with new, nurturing habits. The emotional release ritual. Setbacks often get stuck in the body as tension or fatigue. Create a simple ritual to move this energy. This could be as easy as taking a few minutes to sit quietly, close your eyes, and place your hand over your heart. Breathe deeply and imagine sending warmth and kindness to the part of you that feels hurt. If you feel restless, try gentle movement. Stand up, shake out your arms and legs, or stretch. Let your body express what words cannot. You can also use sound. Take a deep breath and let out a sigh or a gentle hum. This helps release stuck energy and signals to your body that it is safe to let go. Afterward, notice how your body feels. Do you feel lighter, calmer, or more present? This ritual is not about making the pain disappear. It is about honoring your feelings and giving them space to move through you. Try combining your emotional release ritual with a grounding technique. Stand barefoot on the ground, feel the earth beneath you, and imagine your pain flowing out of your body and into the earth, where it can be transformed. This visualization can help you feel supported and connected, even in your most vulnerable moments. For example, Sophia, after her breakup, found herself waking up with a heavy chest. She created a morning ritual where she would sit by her window, place her hand on her heart, and breathe deeply for 5 minutes. She imagined each breath bringing in light and each exhale releasing pain. Over time, this ritual became her anchor, helping her start each day with more peace and strength. Rewriting the story. Every setback tells a story. The problem is, we often interpret these stories in ways that reinforce shame or hopelessness. Instead, use your setbacks as raw material for a new narrative. After a setback, write a letter to yourself from the perspective of your future healed self. What would this wiser version of you say about today's pain? How would they encourage you to keep going? You can also turn your setback into a lesson. For example, if you felt rejected, ask yourself what you were seeking in that moment. Was it validation, comfort, or connection? How can you give that to yourself now? Keep a log of these lessons. Over time, you will see your progress and realize that each setback brought you closer to understanding yourself and your needs. If you enjoy creative expression, try turning your story into art, poetry, or music. Channeling your emotions into something creative can help you process pain and see your journey from a new perspective. For example, after a painful relapse, Alex started writing poetry about his feelings. Over time, his poems became a record of his growth, and he could see how his perspective shifted from loss to resilience. After each setback, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself what you learned about yourself today. How did you respond differently than in the past? What new strengths or insights did you discover? Write these reflections in your journal or share them with someone you trust. Over time, you will see that setbacks are not detours. They are the path itself. Turning setbacks into creative fuel. Some of the world's greatest art, music, and inventions were born from emotional pain. Use your setbacks as creative fuel. Try painting or drawing your emotions, even if you are not an artist. Compose a song or playlist that tells your healing story. Start a blog or anonymous social media account to document your journey and inspire others. Creativity transforms pain into meaning and helps you reclaim your power. The science of emotional resilience. Research shows that people who view setbacks as opportunities for growth develop greater emotional resilience. This means you will not only heal from this breakup, but you will also be better equipped to handle future challenges in life and love. Practice resilience by celebrating small wins, like reaching out for help or practicing self-care. Remind yourself that every wave of pain is temporary and will pass. Visualize yourself moving through setbacks with grace and strength. You do not have to go through setbacks alone. Reach out to a friend, a support group, or a counselor. Sometimes, just sharing your feelings out loud can bring relief and perspective. If you do not feel ready to talk, write your thoughts in a letter to yourself or to your ex, even if you never send it. Expressing your emotions helps release them. If you do not have someone to talk to, become your own compassionate witness. Record a voice memo describing your feelings, then listen back with empathy, as if you were comforting a friend. Healing is not about never feeling pain again. It is about learning to move through pain with grace and resilience. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Maybe you cried less this time, or you reached out for help, or you remembered to breathe. These are all signs of growth. Trust that every setback is bringing you closer to wholeness. Your heart is wise, and it knows what it needs to heal. With each wave of emotion, you are releasing old pain and making space for new joy. Setbacks are not signs that you are failing. They are proof that you are alive, feeling, and healing. Each time you face your pain with courage and compassion, you move closer to the life and love you deserve. As you continue your journey, remember that the path to healing is not about avoiding pain, but about learning to move through it with wisdom and heart. Your next breakthrough is waiting on the other side of your next setback. In the next chapter, we will explore the triple loss trap that many people fall into after a breakup and how to reclaim your sense of self, hope, and future. Be sure to watch the next video to keep moving forward on your path to healing.